The parts that we are going to be using for part 2 are C11, 2 polycaps, 2 of C16, 2 of A12, C10, and C19. Hey, welcome back everyone to the Tamiya Nissan Z build, step number 2. I've begun cutting out parts that we're going to use in this step as we're working on the front uprights and cross members here. So I've already cut apart C19 and I've cut apart C16, 2 of them. So I'm just going to grab the brakes, which are A12, and then the left upright and the right upright, which is C11 and C10. So I'm going to grab our C sprue and our A sprue. So we need, for the front brakes, we need A12 and A12. So that's pretty easy to remember. A12. And these 2 parts get painted LP7, which is a pure red. So we'll clean those up here in a minute. And we'll grab C11 and C10. The right one is C11. I'll set that one off to the right since that's my right hand side, even though it's pretty easy to figure out just by looking at the directions after you've cut them out. And it says, if you notice here, this little call out here, it's telling you to remove that little nib right on top of there. So make sure when you're reading your directions, you're looking at absolutely everything, because that could come back and go, why isn't this not fitting? It's because you didn't get rid of that. So, and that's the other part of the brake calipers here. Those need to be LP7 as well, red. So I believe that's everything except for the polycaps that we'll get those out of the bag when it's time to assemble. But I'll go grab some paint and we will start getting these ready. So XF16, which is flat aluminum, the acrylic color, I'm going to use LP38 from Tamiya, which is flat aluminum, their lacquer color, which I love this paint. So much of this step gets it. This cross piece here gets painted it. The arms, I need some chrome silver for the disc brakes, and a flat black center of that. Which what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the chrome silver part, and then I'm going to use my little guide here and I'm going to lay it over here and cut on that second line, which I've measured already, and that creates a mask like that, which then I can just, after this has been painted, the chrome silver, I can lay that over and get the flat black area painted and have it perfect circle. So I will show you how I did that when it's time. So I'm gonna go mix up some paints, clean up some parts, and I'll see you after I've done some painting. Okay, parts are cleaned up. Parts are ready for paint. First color I'm going to do is LP7, which is pure red. I'm going to do these brake calipers here, and I'm going to do the matching other side of the brake calipers here. Then once that's dry, I'll mask that off and shoot this whole assembly flat aluminum. Same with this one. So I'm going to go shoot some pure red, and I will be back. All right, back from the first round of paint. These disc brakes came out really well. The paint call out was X11, which is chrome silver in the acrylic line. I decided to use LP48 sparkling silver from the lacquer line, and it glows just like chrome. So pretty happy with that. The brakes came out well, and the cross member came out well. So now I gotta let them dry, do some masking, and do the second colors. All right, I am going to use my handy dandy masking tool so I can cut straight lines and cut the right width of masking tape that I need for this. So I'm going to start with this part here, which according to the directions, these little arms have got to be gloss black. So I'm going to mask off right through here and right through here so I can shoot those gloss black. Just going to take my time. I'm not really in any hurry because I want this to turn out really well. So I'll just make sure everything is tacked down good. That's the beauty about this little cutting thing. You can cut your masking tape to such small, perfect lines that you can get it to bend around and take shape. And then when it's time to mask off an area, then you can come back in and use bigger pieces. Like I've said in my other videos, I know a lot of people may not like masking, but sometimes I view it almost like a puzzle. I really do. I know I've probably said that in my other videos, but I think I just enjoy it. Okay, first round of painting is done. So now we get to find out if we're happy or we're sad. So these were the disc brakes. So we peel slowly, and boom! That doesn't look too bad. There's a little bit of mist down in here, but if I'm not mistaken, most of this is going to be behind the tire. So you're not going to see a whole lot of that, but I enjoy doing it regardless. And there's that one. So when you get and if I was building for a contest that I'd be showing the hubs or something like that, but these will actually be behind the rim, so you won't see a whole lot of it. And I still might go in there and touch that up by hand if it really bugs me that much. So put that rim back in the box so I don't lose it. Hopefully I end up always buying an extra kit because I lose something or break something or ruin something. It makes my buddy Mark at Hobby Nut Models happy, but it doesn't make me. All right, this is the cross member piece that we shot flat aluminum. So far, so good. Not bad. Not bad at all. I love it when a plan comes together. That came out really, really well. And a cheat and see how it's going to look. Gonna grab you, clear you out of the way. Test fit. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty good. Pretty happy with that so far. Still haven't done a wash or anything else, but that's where she sits right now. Still not done with this step, so I will start to mask off the red and shoot these upper parts flat aluminum, and then we can install all of this on the car. All right, see you guys in a bit. All right, I am back. We have this piece, which is painted, done, perfect. Very happy with. We have both of these, which I'm very happy with. We have these that came out really good. Very happy with. It was a good step. Those came out good. Which, now looking at the directions, we also have a little Nissan decal that goes on both. So we got to do those as well. I'm going to put those on after we assemble it, so that way I'm not touching it and messing up the decal. So we need our poly caps. Have a handy little bag. Cool wheels. Gotta get my cutting mat back down on here. And we need two. Put the rest of it back in the box with the tires. So it says that we're going to build the right one first. So if you flip your part over, that should be the right one. Then it says to put a poly cap right in here. That sits down in there flush. We take one of our brakes and we put it down right in there. So I am going to add just a little bit of glue. Put down in this little hole down in here. And let it flow around. And then just push it right on there. And drop it. All right. And then it calls for one of these. So after this all dries, we will put the decal right on the center of there. And that step will be done. So I'm gonna go ahead and build this one. Same thing. Poly cap goes in. A little bit of glue. That one's done. So basically all steps are done for step number 2, except for the decaling and then putting it all on there. So I'm gonna get the decal stuff ready and we'll throw 2 decals on there and glue these all on. Be right back. All right, got our decal sheet, which we need decal number 11, 2 of them, which are these little itty bitty Nissan names. So I'm gonna cut those out. I added some water to this little, I got this from ordering some display paints, and it's got these little recesses in it, so I could only fill up a little bit for the little small decals or the whole thing. So I use it for decals every once in a while. So I'm just going to cut these out. I'm going to dip them in the water. Put the decals back. Make sure I don't mess those up. And we will wait until those decals are ready to come off of there. Grab myself a paper towel. I'm hoping that my voice and my COVID stuff will be done here by tomorrow. I'm supposed to be off quarantine list tomorrow, but it seems like my dang voice is still having fun. All right, such itty bitty fine little decals. Huh. All right, let's see if we can get these on here. Pretty happy with that. I don't know if you can see it with the glare, but it is on there. So that's one is done. Now we'll get the other one. And that one is on too. So we will let those dry, and we will come back and glue them to the chassis and be done with this step. All right, be right back. All right, time to wrap up this step. So according to the directions, we put the left side on the left, we put the right side on the right, and then we lock it all down with our cross piece. So this is our left side. So it's going to go in that hole there, which makes this one our right side. It's going to go in that hole right there. And then we've got a couple little mounting points. We got one here, one here, one here, and one here. So we're going to go ahead and get some glue in here. And right here. That's too much glue. That's going to go everywhere. All right. Then we're going to put these in their hole, that one in the hole, and lock it down. This is where you wish you had multiple hands. And that's why I didn't put the glue on here, because then it would touch here, 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 and leave little glue marks. So I've got these that will turn. So that is down in its notch. That's in its notch. So everything is down. So not too bad. There'll be a tie rod connecting these, so that will, you can pose your model with the wheels turned if you want. So there we go. Step number 2 is complete. So I will get this video out to you guys, and we will start on step 3 soon. Appreciate all my subscribers out there. If you're finding this video for the first time and you like it, hit that like button and please subscribe. Any comments or suggestions, I appreciate all comments. So I will see you with step 3.